It's easy to miss the signs when an older woman is sexually attracted to you. So, in this video, we'll identify what to look out for. Subtle touches, prolonged eye contact, and other behaviors that men often overlook. Tune in to learn how to read these signs correctly and take things to the next level. 1. She bites or licks her lips when you're talking. When an older woman bites or licks her lips while you're talking, it's often a subconscious signal of sexual interest. This small but noticeable gesture can be one of the clearest indicators that she's not just interested in what you're saying, she's thinking about you in a more intimate way. Biting or licking her lips is a natural reflex when someone feels attraction, as it can be a way of drawing attention to her mouth and hinting at the possibility of physical closeness. It's important to pay attention to the context and frequency of this behavior. If she's consistently biting or licking her lips during your conversations, it's unlikely to be a coincidence. Combined with other signals, this gesture becomes a powerful clue that she's interested in taking things to a more sexual level. If you notice her doing this, consider it an opportunity to subtly escalate the sexual tension between you two. You don't need to comment on the gesture itself, but you can mirror her by maintaining eye contact, smiling, or responding in a way that acknowledges the unspoken chemistry between you. This mutual recognition of attraction can heighten the connection and make her feel even more drawn to you. 2. She initiates private conversations. When an older woman consistently finds ways to pull you into private conversations, it's a strong indicator that she's interested in you on a deeper, possibly sexual level. You may notice that she steers you toward quieter, more secluded areas, perhaps suggesting you step outside for fresh air or guiding the conversation into a corner of the room. These moments often come with changes in her tone of voice as well. When a woman lowers her voice during these private conversations, it can signal a shift in the mood towards something more sensual. A softer, slower tone adds an intimate layer to the conversation and builds sexual tension, allowing her to communicate her attraction in a subtle but powerful way. This tactic isn't just about conversation, it's also about physical proximity. By moving away from the crowd, she's creating a situation where you two are physically closer, and the personal nature of the interaction can feel more intense. You may find that her body language shifts as well. She might lean in closer, touch your arm more frequently, or even brush against you in a way that feels deliberate. These subtle moves are her way of testing the waters and seeing how you respond to the increased intimacy. If she's initiating these private conversations, it's important to engage fully and reciprocate her focus. Show her that you're equally interested by giving her your undivided attention and responding in a way that keeps the connection going. This creates a mutual exchange of attraction that deepens the chemistry between you, making it clear that the connection was more than just friendly. 3. She laughs at your jokes, even the lame ones. A sure sign that an older woman is sexually interested in you is if she laughs at your jokes, especially when they're not particularly funny. Laughter in this context is less about humor and more about creating a sense of comfort and connection. If she's laughing more than usual, it's likely her way of signaling that she enjoys your company and wants to make you feel good about yourself. This is a form of positive reinforcement where she's encouraging your behavior because she's attracted to you. When a woman likes someone, she often goes out of her way to make them feel appreciated and accepted. Laughing at your jokes, even the lame ones, is a subtle way of doing that. It's her way of showing that she's invested in the interaction and wants to keep the energy light and enjoyable. This behavior often happens when there's already some level of attraction, and the laughter serves as a bridge to more flirtatious or intimate interactions. To respond effectively to this kind of attention, keep the mood light and playful. Acknowledge her laughter with a smile or a flirty comment. This shows that you're aware of the connection you're building and that you're willing to engage in the playful back and forth that often leads to deeper attraction. 4. She sits close enough that your legs touch. When an older woman sits close enough that her leg touches yours, it's often a deliberate physical sign of attraction. Physical proximity, especially when it's unprompted, is one of the clearest ways to tell if a woman is interested in you on a sexual level. Unlike verbal cues, which can be more easily misunderstood, physical closeness is harder to misinterpret. If she's comfortable being close to you, so much so that her body is touching yours, it's a strong indication that she feels safe, attracted, and possibly interested in exploring more. What's even more telling is if she doesn't pull away when her leg brushes against yours. In fact, She might even linger in that position, making no effort to create distance. This lingering physical contact indicates that she's comfortable being close to you, and in most cases, it's her way of signaling that she's open to more intimate forms of connection. When a woman is physically attracted to someone, she may use proximity as a form of nonverbal communication to convey her interest without having to say a word. Older women in particular tend to be more intentional with their actions. They often understand the subtlety of body language and how to use it to their advantage. If she's sitting close enough that your legs touch, it's not likely a casual or accidental gesture. She's testing the waters to see how you'll respond to her nearness. It's her way of creating a sense of intimacy, establishing a physical connection that could lead to something more. If you're interested in her, you can mirror her actions by allowing the physical closeness to continue or by gently placing your hand on her knee or arm. These subtle gestures signal that you're receptive to her advances and that you're comfortable with the growing physical connection between you. The key is to make sure your actions are as subtle and respectful as hers. If she's slowly building physical proximity, respond in kind, without rushing or making her feel pressured. 5. She teases you in a flirty way. Flirty teasing is one of the oldest tricks in the book, and if an older woman starts teasing you in a playful way, it's a clear sign that she's interested in you. Teasing, when done right, creates a lighthearted dynamic that's full of tension and anticipation. It allows her to engage with you in a fun, non-serious way while simultaneously building attraction. This kind of playful banter often acts as a prelude to more romantic or sexual interest, signaling that she's testing the waters to see how you respond. She might make a playful comment about something you're wearing, or lightly mock you for something you said. These little jabs are not meant to offend. They're designed to see how you react and whether you're willing to engage in the playful back and forth that can heighten sexual tension. It's her way of seeing if there's chemistry and whether you can keep up with her. Teasing also helps to break down barriers and create a more relaxed atmosphere between the two of you. By making fun of you in a lighthearted way, she's signaling that she feels comfortable enough to play around and test your sense of humor. This is important because a good sense of humor often goes hand in hand with confidence, and confidence is a huge turn-on for most women. If you can take her teasing in stride, laugh at yourself, or even tease her back, you're showing that you're confident enough to handle the playful dynamic without feeling insecure. Another important aspect of teasing is that it allows for physical escalation. She might playfully nudge you or touch your arm as part of her teasing, which is a subtle way of building physical connection. Pay attention to these moments. They can be cues that she's ready for more physical closeness. Responding with a light touch in return can further build on the chemistry and create an even stronger sense of attraction. 6. She makes bold eye contact and glances at your lips. One of the most unmistakable signs of romantic or sexual interest is when an older woman makes bold eye contact and, more specifically, glances at your lips while talking. Eye contact, in general, is a powerful way to establish intimacy and communicate attraction. When she holds your gaze a little longer than usual, it creates a sense of connection that goes beyond casual conversation. But when she starts glancing at your lips, it's a clear sign that she's thinking about kissing you or imagining what physical intimacy might feel like. This behavior is often subconscious, meaning she might not even realize she's doing it. Her body language is betraying her desire, showing you that she's drawn to you in a way that's becoming more physical. When a woman is sexually interested, her attention naturally shifts to areas that signal intimacy, and the lips are a primary focus. It's where she's imagining the first step toward a more intimate connection, and her glances are giving her away. This kind of bold eye contact paired with lip glances tends to happen in quiet or emotionally charged moments. If the conversation has slowed down and the mood has become more intimate, you may notice her eyes drifting toward your mouth. She might look at your lips when you're speaking, or her gaze might flicker there when there's a pause in the conversation. This is a non-verbal cue that she's open to the idea of something more happening between you, and it's an invitation for you to escalate the moment if you feel the attraction is mutual. Responding to this kind of body language requires a combination of confidence and awareness. If you notice her looking at your lips, you can intensify the moment by holding her gaze a little longer, or subtly leaning in closer to see how she reacts. If she continues to maintain eye contact and doesn't pull away, this could be your signal to move in for a kiss. That's it for this one. Next, find out what you can do to get her to miss you sexually, or discover the ways she might be testing you. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe before you go.